Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
Hello there. It's Wednesday and we've got Gary. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be here.
As always, going to answer some good questions today. First, out of the gate, we have a Facebook question, so I'm going to read it. If I am permanently injured in an accident, can I get Social Security benefits?
And the easy answer is yes, maybe. You know, so Social Security and personal injury cases are completely separate, except that they're not. So, like if it's somebody else's fault that you were hurt, then you have that case. But it may also arise to the level where you need to get your Social Security benefits, whether it's SSI or SSDI. You know, you've earned that or are qualified for it, then the courts will give it to you. So you have to apply for that separately. Where it becomes an issue is sometimes those benefits have to be coordinated. So you'll want to make sure that you don't take benefits that you have to reimburse. Anyway, it's something to talk to a lawyer about. If you're hurt that badly, then you need to talk to somebody. Whether you need a lawyer or not, I don't know the answer, but you need to talk to somebody because those benefits and those
could be separate.
Programs have to sometimes be coordinated.
All right, very good.
All right.
We also have a viewer email today. To what extent am I legally responsible for my child's actions?
Well, it's a good question because there's lots of ways you can be responsible for your children's actions. One is the malicious actions of your child. So if they vandalize something, in Georgia the statute says a parent is responsible for up to $10,000 of damage. Wow. So that's not something you think about every day, but you can be, whether you had anything to do with it or not, you're just responsible for the bad acts of your child. In Alabama, the limit's $1,000, so it's allowed for, but it isn't very much. You know, I don't see it enforced very often. I don't know how it's enforced, but it's there. The second way you can be responsible for your children is if they are participating in a family activity on your behalf. So it's kind of like if you're an employer and you send your employee out and they cause a wreck or do something, and then they were acting on your behalf as your agent. We call it the family purpose doctrine in Georgia, but it can give rise to a parent's obligation to pay for the negligence of their child. So, and then a third way would be negligent entrustment. Let's say I know my child isn't capable of driving safely and I give them a car anyway. Now I may be responsible for what the child does. That's my own fault. So it's really not the child's actions that you're responsible for as much as it is your own actions and not dealing with the situation. So it's a good question. There's lots of ways you can be responsible. And of course, we're always responsible for our children.
Yes, we are. Very good. Very good question. Keep the questions coming, folks. We love to have them. Thank you so much, Gary. We'll see you on the very next Legal Break.